You've seen like 3 levels happen while sitting here.
Oh, it switched! The auto switcher kicked in! I won that round! Hello.
Keep this up and you're gonna have to turn in your DITS card.
Oh, I have to turn in my DITS card? Oh no, I like my DITS card!
Yeah, but you're being too intelligent for it.
No, I wasn't being intelligent at all. Obs was being intelligent!
Yeah, but you convinced Obbs to do it.
But my
Against
DITS
its
card,
better judgment.
it tried not to do it.
Yes.
Excuse me, y'all. Hello, everybody. Welcome. We're kind of just being ditzy here.
That's what we do.
I updated OBS a week ago, and of course, they
2
totally
weeks.
moved the cheese on everything on me. So it's been interesting trying to get all back into position again.
Yeah, we'll have to try another. I kind of figure at this point the next thing to do is try just another reinstall on the other plugin.
The NDI.
Yeah.
And also, I'll put it out there as a big apology. I'm still recovering, so I'm going to be coughing on and off. I will desperately try and not cough into the mic, but I hold no
I make no such promises.
Also, I'm currently in the stage where it's like, yeah, I feel perfectly fine. I feel perfectly healthy. I'm raring to go. I need to go take a nap. Thud.
There's going to be a lot of that in your future. Ask me how I know.
So if I start winding down, that's why. But we will muggle through. Ain't that right, little Solus?
I'm not muggling through. I'm a black mage.
Okay, no Harry Potter jokes. That's bad. That's rude. That's not acceptable. So, I think we need to go talk to someone about something with a tournament and something with, yeah, that. Harvey Potash. Okay, that will be our new cute Q phrase. Harvey Potash.
Okay then. I can't remember what the name of the Russian imitator was. Not that we'd necessarily want to go with that either at the moment.
No. That is off the docket table too.
Not to mention, it really did have intellectual property issues because it was kind of blatant.
More blatant than Bob Kane?
Yes.
Wow, that takes work. Okay, Hildy, what do you got for us?
The trouble with truffles. Fast breeding truffles that spread throughout the entire forest in a few hours.
My sinuses! My allergies! I'm gonna hate
Hildebrand
this.
appears to be in something of a hurry. Good heavens! We haven't much time before the tourney begins. We must hasten back to the Colosseum and apprise ourselves on the rules of engagement. To a true gentleman, the battle is not about victory or defeat, but fighting with honor. Whatever treachery or guile my opponents may employ, I will not lower myself to their level. Thank you, Hildy. Yes, I'm recovering from this too, and he's going to give my vocal cords a real workout.
Yes, he will. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Nashu.
Nashu?
Is it just me, or is Mr. Ultros a bit, lumpier than he was before? And
He
he's
has
actually up.
he has no more lumps than he deserves.
And he's actually up here being very lumpy. 3 of them, as a matter of fact.
I said he has no lumps that he does not thoroughly deserve.
Why are we dealing with Ultros while wearing bikinis? You know that's just asking for trouble.
It's what we do. Ask for trouble.
Yuyubasa?
Yuyubaya? Would it kill them to station me a few yomes closer to the action? Gods forbid I actually get to enjoy the tourney after all my hard work. Bumps on the head, chipped teeth. I am one shabby-looking octopus. I tell you, they don't pay me enough for this. But that's all going to change soon, isn't it, buddy?
Ooga!
Thank you. Ah, Mr. Ultros, just the octopus we were looking for. I was hoping that you might enlighten us as to, ye gods, who gave you those ghastly bruises? Bruises? I fell down the stairs, that's all. Now get lost, I'm a busy octopus.
Ooga!
Ouch! You have my sympathies, good sir. It is challenge enough to coordinate 4 limbs, let alone 8, Is there someone inside your office? No, whatever gave you that idea? I am simply, fumigating the place for pests. Pests like yourself! Now, don't you have a battle to go fight?
Ooga! Excuse me.
Yeah, destroying your vocal cords too.
I can't win. Inspector, I think something's alive in there.
That's just me, talking to myself. Fun, gods. Yes, gods! Working as a receptionist is fun. Battered, bruised, beset by vermin, and still able to find joy and fulfillment in your work. I say, Mr. Ultros, your passion for your chosen profession is truly an inspiration to us all. Madonia, Rena, if you would come with me for a moment, I fear the stupidity in the air may be contagious. Mr. Ultros is truly a man after my own heart, a gentleman among octopodes. Really?
Listening to Mr. Ultros talk is truly inspiring. I say, he's looking even more appetizing by the minute.
Thank you, Nashu.
She's been wanting to eat him this entire time, can't you tell?
I know.
Hello, Octi.
Yeah,
it's the same. I do agree, Doodles. We could be wearing potato sacks and he'd still be just as much of a lech.
This is true.
Hello, Bardian.
So we might as well know we're getting our stalker's worth?
Mm-hmm.
Well, has your investigation borne any fruit? No, nor vegetables either. I see. Avila seeks to win the tourney to claim a fortune and raise her and her sister out of poverty. Furthermore, she has implied that she has taken the necessary precautions to ensure that her victory is all but certain. While trailing her, you narrowly evaded a series of dastardly obstacles, and upon your return, that strange octopus appeared considerably worse for the wear. The evidence points in one direction. The Alamegan girl and Ultras are plotting together to claim the Mithril Cup and its lucrative prize. It is not as preposterous as it sounds. I've done some research on our eight-legged friend. It would appear that Ultros has become something of a regular at Oldaz taverns and, houses of pleasure.
Oh, like we couldn't see that one coming.
Yeah.
Maybe a ditz, but I'm not that ditzy.
I suspect that he is using his inside knowledge of the workings of the Colosseum to identify and eliminate potential threats, thereby ensuring victory for Avila and earning himself a healthy commission. There is also the matter of the Tempest Blade that is rumored to be the source of Alamegan Girl's strength. This remains a mystery, which means that I fear your life is still in danger. One of the guards informed me that several crates of refuse from the Colosseum reception room were hastily discarded in Pearl Lane not bells ago. It is a stab in the dark, but the contents may yet provide some answers. I would ask you to bring them to me.
Right, Pearl Lane. Where was that again? Oh, this way.
Next to the Pearl Barber?
That was horrible.
Oh! I really want to get our own copy of a Benobashi.
Just for the Pearl Barber joke?
Actually, no, my favorite joke is still, Kame? Hame? Let me try that again.
Yeah, that was kind of classic too. Let's start over here. Oh look, Colosseum Refuge. Even has a note on it saying it so.
Mm-hmm.
And I apologize for not having Bunny Cam, but we currently can't get that to work with the current version of Ops.
Yeah.
It is much sadness.
It has so far defeated us. I am hoping some point this week we can give it another try.
Okay, back to Briardian.
I'm just glad the auto switcher is at least working. That's one out of the two.
Yeah, I'll still need to set up my other switches on it, but...
Yeah, but the plugin itself is working and you're starting to figure out where they moved the cheese to.
Yeah. I hate it when they move the cheese.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me see what you have found. Colosseum Refuse. A large wooden box containing all sorts of detritus gathered from the Colosseum, some of it still twitching.
Ew! Here, take it. Take it all. Oh, far away from me.
Now, what do we have here? Yes. A spectacular assortment of innards and entrails and... what's this? A sack even more foul-smelling than the gore it was lying in, if that can be believed. Look here. Something appears to be written on the side. Scent Goat Sundries. It would seem this merchant has had dealings with that squishy mass of tentacles. Let us pay a visit to the man and have him enlighten us as to the exact nature of their partnership.
So, I guess it's back to Pearl Lane?
Yeah.
We'll figure this out one way. At least I have more comfortable footwear now.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll go around this way. And then we're gonna go around this way. Ah, there's Stingot. Yeah, what are you doing dealing with a tentacled pervert?
Welcome, welcome! What might a discerning lady like yourself be looking for today? Stinking sack. Battlefields the day after slaughter smell better than the unknown contents of this bag. I'm sorry, madam, but if I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. No exchanges, replacements, or refunds. I stand by the quality of my wares, that's quality, and I expect my customers to do the same. Wait, now, did Ultra send you? I'll be asking the questions here. What exactly did you sell to that ungodly creature? Why, an entire sack full of gold truffles! Can you believe it? What with the impressive price and that, distinctive aroma, they're only for the most discerning of customers, which Master Ultras clearly is, as he just placed another order today. Could these truffles somehow be connected to... No, I shall stop myself before I start sounding like... Inspector Briardian, it wounds me that you would sneak off to conduct your investigation without me, and to steal away Ladonia and Rena here. This gentleman is not impressed.
Did you find anything, Oh, good gods! What is that dreadful smell?
Miss Ellie, I would have expected a cultured young woman like yourself to be more educated in the Epicurean arts. That is the most distinct and delightful aroma of the gold truffle. An acquired taste, to be sure, but one that has won the heart of many an Oldon gourmet. I particularly enjoy them slow roasted as my dear mother makes them. Roasted, you say? Why, my mouth's watering just thinking about it. Might I be so bold as to ask the recipe? It appears the productive portion of this conversation has come to an end. Besides, the tourney is about to begin. Let us make haste back to the Colosseum. Really, is he? Would it cost you that much to grant some XP for this quest?
Hold on. Hildebrand.
Do you feel the anticipation in the air, my friends? This shall go down in Eorzean history as the greatest battle since I slew that dragon. That did actually happen, yes?
I wouldn't know. I wasn't around for it. The red balloon means that there is a quest there to unlock, but I don't have the required prerequisites to actually do the quest.
Yes.
Either I'm not in the right class, or I don't have the right class, or I don't have the right level.
Not in the right class. It is a disciple of the hand.
Yeah, I think that's unlocking Desynth.
Yes it is.
But since neither of us are crafters, yeah, it's just
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a red bubble from here until Doomsday.
Yeah. Until the next lesser moon falls out of the sky.
Do we have any more lesser moons? I thought we lost them all.
I really hope not. One was enough. The Colosseum Conundrum. Briardian has seen enough incompetence for the day. Well, that merchant proved to be a spectacular waste of time. Time which is in short supply. We must return to the Colosseum before the battles begin. Here is the plan. I shall find a suitable vantage point to observe Miss Avila in combat. Until I have ascertained the trickery behind her abilities, you are to keep a wide berth of her blade. Understood?
Yeah, Mr. Singot, you can, yeah, you can keep your truffles. Far
Yeah,
away from me!
that is not a taste I am going to acquire.
This is me running away very quickly and trying to remember how to get to where we need to go without changing zones.
Don't follow me. I'm following you.
You're following the ditzy one.
Yep.
Are you sure that's wise? I don't think it's wise.
It's the best I got.
Oh.
I'm kind of hoping you're a ditzy savant. Or maybe a dizzy savant.
I don't know, I can spin in circles and see what happens.
Worth a try.
Hildy.
Do you feel the anticipation in the air, my friend? This... You said that earlier. Never mind you. Raridian. And he said that before. We're in the land of repeating themselves.
Don't
I like
worry, you're
swords.
gonna repeat yourself. Are you gonna tell me how much you like swords?
There you are. I was this close to starting the melee without you. Ha! I'd be remiss not to tell you that there's been a slight change of plans. Another contestant suffered a last-minute injury, and none other than our very own Ultros has stepped in to take his place. With everyone's favorite octopus joining you two in the fray, spectators are just pouring in, and bookmakers are across town raking in the gill, which ain't a bad thing for us. Word has it that Master Fergus himself is quite taken with my promotional skills. Aye, the future's looking bright for old Dower Meadow, it is. So what say you? Are you ready to get your arses kicked? Ha! Ready for battle?
Yes.
Are they going to try to, that's what I like to hear. Ladies and gents, it's time for blades to whirl and limbs to fly.
Dun dun dun.
This isn't turning into a solo duty, is it?
I don't remember.
It didn't have the glow, but they didn't do that so well earlier. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, plutocrats and paupers, open your eyes and steel your stomachs. The Mithril Cup, brought to you by our ever-charitable friends at Emagina & Sons Mineral Concern, your concern is our concern, is about to begin. We need Dusty to do him. Who will stand atop the heap of maimed bodies and twisted limbs to claim victory? Will it be the tempestuous Avila of Alamigo? Ladonia, the famed warrior of light? You're in there somewhere. Or, who was that grinning fool again? Ah, that's right. Humberbach, agent of infamy and imbecile extraordinaire. Raridian, you wrote that part for him, didn't you? Or will it be our 11th hour entry, Ultros, the 8-legged purple purveyor of pain? That's gotta hurt. Here I am. Did you miss me? I'd say we have a battle for the ages here, folks. Combatants, take your positions and let the battles begin. Alright, you know the deal. We team up and wipe out the others. Then, when it's just the two of us, I'll take a dive.
And you receive your share of the winnings. I have not forgotten our promise.
look at Avila's blade spin. Why, she's a veritable whirlwind of death and destruction out there. They breed 'em tough in Alamigo, that's for certain. Choreography for that's actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm. You are next.
Where are you going, Ultros? Here we go, ladies and gents. Once my buddy gets a whiff of these raw truffles, he'll be sneezing up a storm. Literally. Nothing like the rich aroma of roasted truffles. All this fighting is giving Uncle Ulti an appetite. Is it time for dinner yet? Wait a minute. Roasted truffles? Braised in a savory sauce, just like Mother used to make them. Feel free to have seconds. There's a whole sackful where that came from. That meddling musclehead.
It's taking him so damn long.
The girl's gaze gives it away. Open that gate at once.
Ooga!
What is that monstrosity? Good question. Mr. Typhon, is that your stomach I hear rumbling? Could I interest you in some roasted truffles, perhaps? What fascinating friends you have, Ulti! Why, just look at this charming little nose. Is he perhaps suffering from a case of the sniffles? Could it be Avila's vaunted Tempest Blade? It was that monster all along. Played us all for fools. Don't look at me. It was all her idea. I'm just a stupid octopus.
You were the one who approached me, you double-dealing fiend.
I just wanted to experience the thrill of battle, for my work and all. Come on, Dower. Uncle Ulti has Uncle Ulti ever lied to you? Has he ever not? What did I tell ye? I knew there was something fishy about that Alamegan whore. Alamegans. Biggers and brutes, a lot of them. We give them a home in our lands, and this is the thanks we get? Send her to Garlemald for all I care. Just get her out of my sight before I get sick.
But I just wanted to... Sister...
I feel for the girl. Really, my little octopus heart goes out to her. But the rules are the rules, right? Now, if Uncle Ulti may be so bold, I say we call off the melee and have a final showdown between the 3 remaining competitors. That would be me, my buddy Typhon, and Ladonia here. What do you say, Mrs. Warrior of Light?
What about me?
You really want to be in the same arena as Ulti?
I'm not leaving you to Ulti.
Thank you. Aye, that's what we want to see. Ultros, Ultros, Ultros! Oh dear. Well, this is a most unprecedented turn of events. But who am I to deny the wishes of such a passionate crowd of martial arts aficionados? The venue? Halatali. The fighters? The tag team of Ultras and Typhon versus the Warriors of Light, who will be left standing when the storm is settled. Be there or miss a battle for the ages.
Oh yeah, that's one way of putting this fight. Battle for the ages.
Yeah, just which ages would that be anyway? Well, he's right side up this time.
Blood's not rushing to his head, that's for sure. Oh, Hildy?
He did not fight as a gentleman.
No, on that one we will agree.
So, to review, the truffles were to elicit a sneeze from the octopus's oversized crony, which would be positioned so as to appear it was coming from the Alamegan girl's blade, allowing the two to sweep away their opponents with ease. No wonder I wasn't able to see it sooner. It's quite possibly the most imbecilic scheme I've ever encountered in my years as a consulting inspector. At any rate, we have no choice but to trust in your abilities now. Let us make for Halatali. The wind-up Ultros is entirely too appropriate for this.
I'm wondering if I should trade back to Inspector Puddles. I'm not sure if little Solus here is actually enjoying this or giving him a headache.
Doodles. I don't want to say their plan is a tad overcomplicated, but there's a guy named Goldberg behind me who's taking notes.
Yeah, well, it's a Hildebrandt questline. If you haven't figured out that this is how it rolls, you're in deep trouble. And off to Halatali we go.
Hi, Eorzea.
She doesn't get out much anymore. It's making her sad. Blaze gets all the attention now. The thing is I don't know if I want to do this as Pally or not.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I want to do this as Black Mage or not.
That might be a poor choice with this upcoming fight.
I seem to remember there's a lot of moving.
That's one way of putting it. And of course it's raining. So hold on. What class? How am I looking on my jobs?
I'm gonna stick with this for the moment.
Pally really needs the XP.
Yeah.
Guardian.
There's no telling what inane trickery that octopus will attempt next. Be on your guard. Ellie?
I suppose if anyone can defeat those things, it's you two. Be Be safe, Rena. Madonia.
Someday I'll get her. There we go. I think the others are from other things, so straight to
Yes.
Dower Meadow. Well, this journey's turned into a right mess. With all the trouble I took preparing consolation prizes for the melee, looks like we won't be needing them after all. Of course, as long as you're bringing in the spectators and the profits, I could give an answer. Ha ha! Now, I know what you're thinking. 2 against 1 ain't fair. Well, don't worry. Especially when one of the two is the size of a small house. So here's the deal. Why don't you bring along some of your friends for the battle? Let's say 7 of them. That should even the odds, eh? Yeah.
This is gonna be painful. Are you ready for this?
Not really. I think I've done this all of once. I don't think I've seen this since the first time we did it.
It is,
Unique?
special.
Well, yeah. Go for it.
Dun dun dun. Says 5 minutes.
Less than 5 minutes. On average.
We'll see how this works. Yes, definitely.
That's less than 5 minutes. As long as everyone hits their magic buttons. Which they did. Does this come up on roulettes?
Yes. The big
Must
trick
not
is
be one I must not be one I use much. Because yeah, I'm pretty sure I've never done this since the first time. Combatants, the final confrontation will be held here atop the dragon's neck. If all members of a team fall from the platform, they forfeit the match. Seafood soup is not on the menu today, kids. Windy boy and tentacles. Two pallies. I suppose I could take the seafood. Imp punch. May remove the wet plate status. No, I have no idea what I'm doing.
That's a game most players don't. They've been imped.
I'm the only imp. Oh, no, there are other imps. Okay.
Spin cycle!
And imp.
Snort salt! Into the center! Quick, quick, quick!
I kind of had a feeling. That was not all the way down. And Ladonia claims the Mithril Cup. Oh, probably not me.
Yay! Bunny, yay!
Oh dear. And now you have exactly what you always wanted. A wind-up Ultros.
A fraction of the size, yet every bit as annoying as the real thing. Be forewarned, once Ultra shows up, he's liable to stick around.
Yeah.
Yeah, wind up Ultras. One can only imagine the time and effort Master Goldsmith Godboot put into the creation of this lifelike recreation of a lecherous purple octopus.
Yeah.
It was made by Godbert,
Yeah.
who did say when he was beating up Ultros that he had inspiration on what his next project should be. It was this.
Yeah. You need better inspiration.
Muscleheads, heat 'em!
Ellie?
You did it, Rena, Ladonia. With any luck, we've seen the last of that lecherous devilfish. Now he's right behind me in clockwork form.
Yeah. Should you really have that thing out, especially in a bikini?
Probably not.
Yeah. Good show, you two. Your performance has earned us front row seats at the award ceremony. This should afford us the perfect vantage point to thwart the thief. Come, let us return to the Colosseum. So, would you care to describe what was causing the imping?
That was one of, Ultros' things. You can't dodge it, you just get imped.
Huh.
The big trick is making sure you stay on the platform.
Which I got knocked off at one point.
Yep.
And I'm not sure what that was from either.
Probably from Typhon. He does a lot of pushback mechanics. Which, of course, is why he, after this quest line, is in charge of the gold saucers any way the wind blows.
Any which way the wind blows. Yes. I prefer the Slice is Right. Definitely one of those cases of they took one of their attractions and made a better version.
Yes.
And the Slice is Right also comes out of the Hildebrand quest line.
Yes. We will get to that someday.
In a long time. Yeah.
Maybe about 4 years from now.
I hope it's a little less than that. A little.
Excuse me. I'm trying not to cough. It's really hard.
Yeah.
I'm just not quite my ditzy self, and I feel bad about it. After all, everyone came here for the dits, and I'm not providing the dits. Guardian.
The ceremony will begin any moment now. Be on your guard. Our adversary may be anywhere, or anyone.
Hildy?
A most remarkable display of martial skill, my adventuring friends. Clearly, you have been observing me well in our travels together. Yes, for what not to do.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Dower, what do you got for us?
It was a battle for the ages, but a worthy victor has risen to claim the spoils. And now, let us take a look at the relic that our champion has won. I was hoping it gets that far. Behold, from the personal vaults of Master Feargaze himself, the Warden's Grace, a timeless treasure the likes of which our realm has never seen. One that's earned the attention of Eorzea's most prominent pilferer, haha! Above you. Ladies and gentlemen, inspectors and invertebrates, the opening act dragged on overlong, but worry not, the main event is about to begin. I know that you paid well for your seats here today, but I can assure you that my performance will not leave you disappointed. Now, I invite one and all to sit back and enjoy the show. You really shouldn't be setting those off indoors. Vile fiend, mark my words. You have stolen your last treasure. I swear it on the Manderville name. I think not, Hildegard. Greg, 'tis always a pleasure to reunite with old friends, but your timing truly leaves something to be desired. Ladonia, Rena, you bested me once, but not today. I shall have my revenge when I pierce your chest with my spear.
What spear?
Do you not mean your skewer? My spear! Don't look at me. Nope. Vile thief, is there not a shred of honor in you? Return my weapon at once. Oh ho, it seems we have an unexpected guest. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I fear attendance at today's performance is by invitation only. How? Don't want to. Oh no. That's not roasted.
No.
Now it's raining truffles? But the battle's already. Mr. Typhon, just a moment. I'm sure I had a tissue here somewhere.
Booga!
I see Greg is too heavy to be lifted easily.
I like how we're just like slowly sliding back.
Yes.
Oh, there they go. Bye-bye.
Yeah, there goes distraction. Alas and alack, the ring sails straight into the hands of the fiend. Giving up so soon, are we? Those don't sound like the words of a Manderville man. Uh-oh. But, of course! Brilliant, father! If the ring won't come to me, I shall go to the ring! Why, it'll be just like Dalamud! Hildebrand, Heliodor, Maximilian Manderville. Skyward as only a Manderville can! Whoops. Mother, do you not know your own strength?
Apparently not.
Oh, the roof repairs.
Godbird can pay it.
997, 998, 990.
It's the Montrevilles.
Yes. Ow.
Sorry guys. That looked like it hurt.
These legs, they look strangely familiar. Ha! Put a little too much spin on that one, it seems.
You think?
Not exactly as planned, but who can argue with the results? Save for one thing. This ring is a fake. Godbird, would you care to assess that? But of no matter, I have a feeling this will lead me to the true treasure. Until next time, friends, you've been a most attentive audience. That key! Bloody hells! Guards, seize the fiend at once! Yeah, this is gonna work. Where are you getting all of these from? It's too late, sir. The second prize, the Ring of Inquiry, it's gone.
Second prize? What's the meaning of this?
Many-faced fiend or no, the man spoke true. A master goldsmith's eyes cannot be deceived. This sun sphere is clearly a second-rate replica. Uh-oh. Preposterous is, the dim lighting. Yes, if you'll just step over here. Have you taken ill, friend? You seem to be perspiring most heavily. Let's not be so hasty, friends. I can explain.
Look a bit frazzled there, Hildy.
That happens after most of his encounters with his father.
I sold out my honor, joined forces with that odious octopus, all for a false treasure. What a fool I've been. Whatever was I thinking?
Do not berate yourself so, Miss Avila. Why, it was exactly as you said. Was it not? You were thinking of dear Hegelina and nothing more.
I suppose I was at that. How do you know my sister's name?
I assure you, young miss, under no circumstances did I tail you to the Nanawa mines to eavesdrop on your intimately personal dialogue with your beloved sister. Hildebrand and the art of digging yourself in deeper.
You have the right of it. Blinded by the prospect of fortune and fame, I lost sight of myself and what I truly was fighting for. My honor, my sister's trust will not be easily regained, but I will not shrink from the challenge.
Yeah. One mystery still remains. Before the thief had identified the ring as fake, he had already acquired the key to the storeroom. Clearly, the second prize, the Ring of Inquiry, was his target from the start. But why? There must be some pattern to the items the fiend has stolen. A pattern that betrays his true intentions. The Treaty Blade, Zema's Virtue, the Ring of Inquiry, all relics with quite a history. Or to be more precise, relics from the era of Beladians. Don't burn out your brain. Oh ho! If that is so, the answer is clear as day. The fiend means to found Eorzea's greatest museum of Beladian history, pushing up the prices and gouging honest men out of their hard-earned coin. Doubtless another one of his cards will appear on the scene to tell us just as much. That look. Eh?
I think it might be a bit big. Oh no. Ow. Bud. That girl doesn't know her own sneezes.
Nope.
I have enjoyed our little game, but all good things must come to an end. I shall claim the 4 sacred treasures, and justice shall be served. So, this is the thief's final challenge to us. But what are the 4 treasures of which he speaks?
Where the 4 treasures of Baladia become one, the wicked shall be judged in the blazing light of sun. An old legend, little more than a fairy tale at that. Yet it seems the Phantom believes there is some truth in these words. Four sacred relics from Baladia, the Warden's justice, lofty words coming from a glorified footpad.
Or one who's willing over the common folk by the day, if rumors are to be believed. It would seem the tale of a master thief ruffling the feathers of the rich and famous has won the man more than a few admirers. Considering his targets thus far, an old Don collector and hired thugs, a trading Mughal and the brass blades, and now a mining magnate and the stone torches. Is it any surprise that the sympathies of ordinary old Dons would lie with the perpetrator rather than his victims?
Astutely observed, Miss Ellie. Our quarry clearly harbors no small degree of resentment for wealth and authority. Might his next target be a member of the syndicate? Perhaps the Sultana herself? Aha! Then it will be to his downfall. For the greater the challenge, the higher I rise. Just one moment, if you would. Mark my words, ye of many faces. There is but one man who shall lay claim to the 4 lost relics of Baladia, and it shall be Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire.
Yes, I'm sure that inspires us all with great confidence.
Great something. Was that? No, it couldn't be. Huh. Methinks Godbert may need a new pair of spectacles. Is a race to recover the 4 lost relics of Belladia. As the fiend's true identity and aspirations are revealed. Will Eorzea fall prey to the forces of evil? Or will our hero do what only a Manderville can? Hildebrand will return in her last vow.
Dun dun dun!
Mm-hmm.
The key to the next case is a mask. Have you ever worn a mask for a long time that you forgot what you actually looked like? I have.
Stick without that outfit, would you, Nashu?
And how did they freeze in midair like that? Talk about a mystery. Oh well, see you next time. Ah.
Okay, that leaves us with Coil and main story, I believe.
Yeah. I'm not sure what to do about Coil. I haven't seen Suki in ages.
Now let's get started on main story. It will take a while.
So, where do we leave off with the main story? Traitor in the Mist. Okay, we need to head back to Mordona.
Where else? I mean, really?
Yeah, I know.
Thank you, Hildebrand.
Never change.
For another silly night. He doesn't have the capacity to change.
No, he does not. Instead, he is a catalyst to change everyone else around him.
This is true.
And that is actually a storytelling style.
Yes.
Just because they are the viewpoint character does not mean they are the main character.
Mm-hmm. It's also one that I think is a little more used in Eastern storytelling.
I think so, but I'm not as familiar with that as you are.
Yeah, I'm not that familiar with it, but I certainly know that Stan Sakai used it several times in Usagi.
Mm-hmm. And I know Akira Kurosawa used it a lot.
This is true.
For things like Yojimbo.
Yep. Though admittedly, Yojimbo, the character, does do a few things to kind of spur the action along.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, there's a few Usagi stories where everything happens because Usagi shows up, but he technically doesn't do anything to cause it.
Yeah.
It's just his mere presence causes everyone to start doing things. And that can be a very tricky act to pull off.
Mm-hmm. One of the things that helps a story stick in someone's mind is if someone learns or doesn't learn a lesson.
Well, as
But
my
that
book on plot talks about, the
Mhm.
entire point of of a story is, the main character must either learn something or very noticeably fail to learn something.
Mhm. Now, that does not necessarily apply to the viewpoint character. If the
Mm-hmm.
viewpoint character is strictly there as a catalyst for the main character.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a tougher road to hoe.
Yes.
We do have one last blue bang in here. That kind of...
I think that's probably 2-5.
Okay. It says Mortona. We have to go into the Rising Stones.
Uh-huh.
Okay, off to
Pray
the Rising
return to the
Stones.
Rising Stones.
Yep. Rising Stones without Minfilia. Oh, look at all these blue coats.
Yep.
Let's start with this corner over here. Yu Yu Hase?
The greater our successes, the more our name will grow. The more our name grows, the greater the profits to be had. I can scarcely contain my anticipation for our first mission. Boy, he's counting eggs before they're hatched.
Hilbert?
The formation of the Crystal Braves has lifted everyone's spirits. My hopes are as high as the next man, but we'll not know what this company is truly made of till we face our first mission.
By the way, I believe Yu Yu Hase is actually a character from 1.0. And he is very much older.
Oh yes.
Hey Willard, why are you looking so down in the dumps? You should be happy.
You've brought in quite a few new recruits, haven't you? Your reputation extends far beyond Little Alamigo, it would seem, and deservedly so. My meeting you has given me something to strive for. Remember the name of Willard. I shall hone both body and mind to do you and my fellow braves proud.
Laurentius?
This uniform rather suits me, would you not say? Or perhaps it is I that suits it. After all my transgressions, I am grateful indeed for this chance to start anew. Buscarin, Laurentius shall do you proud.
You got that right, Laurentius. Stay on the true path.
Ifimi?
Yep, getting to her. Hello, Ifime. For the freedom of all. For the freedom of all. For the freedom of all. The first few times I said it, I must confess, I felt something of an embarrassment, but it's starting to grow on me. Dwari, what are you doing? Still looking at the books?
I am studying Eorzean military drills, in the hope that I might better understand this new organization.
Not a bad idea. Too bad I couldn't get an inkling of what they were talking about. Taru, you're looking kind of glum. Oh gods. I thought I was finished with the roster, but I missed a name and had to start all over. And if I don't have enough work to do already, then why are you sitting there looking okay? Alfie?
The Crystal Braves. 'Tis a most fitting name for a company of champions summoned together by the Mother Crystal, would you not agree? The blue of the uniform represents the crystal's light, pure and unadulterated, a beacon of hope. The crystal sword is a sign of those who would stand strong in the face of danger. Until the day that my Crystal Braves are a guiding light for all of Eorzea, I will not give up the fight.
Elene?
Eliane?
Eliane? Yeah. Alphino's words were the most heart-stirring, wouldn't you not agree? Truth be told, I was worried that I could offer such a lofty organization, but I will do all in my power to make my fellow braves proud. You could do it, girl. We believe in you. Ori?
It is always inspiring to speak with a person of vision. If there is aught I might do to be of service to this new company, you know where to find me.
Cultinate?
And to mention it, the younglings seem to have run off somewhere. I do hope they're not up to any mischief.
I hope so too.
Just the Doman Adventurers Guild.
Flahaman? Anyone with a pair of eyes can see that Thancred is thoroughly besmitten with Higiri. Then again, subtlety has never been one of his strengths. Oriange has asked me to watch over the Doman women, that they do not come to any more suffering than they already have endured. That's probably wise. I mean, I like dad cred, but, yeah. I hope it's something he grows out of. Emgress?
Is there aught I may do to serve you? I stand ever at the ready, for the freedom of all.
Papalymo?
Sparring bouts to raise awareness of the Crystal Braves. Intriguing, though I cannot help but feel there are more pressing tasks at hand. Perhaps Tataru requires aid in compiling the company roster.
I think she does. You might want to go help her. She's kind of losing herself.
Yeah.
Papalymo refuses to spar with me. He says he has more important matters to attend to, but I think he's just afraid to lose. Thank you, Yida. Hey, Gary. Mr. Thancred has taken quite a fancy to Doman cuisine. Several times a day he tells me that one of my dishes is the best he's ever tasted. His praise is most heartening, though I cannot help but feel that he's wont for exaggeration.
Just a little.
Thancred.
Ever since Higiri started preparing our meals, I swear I've never felt better. They say Doman cuisine is highly nourishing, but I'd sooner attribute it to the loving care she puts into her culinary creations. They say the fastest way to a man's heart is through his stomach, and I'm not one to disagree.
There's practicing.
Step around the toad sticker.
Ishtola?
Hold on a moment. Okay, you went out all the way out there.
Yeah, I figured I'd circle back. Every time I speak with Riol, I realize how much there is that I do not yet understand about the kobolds. I am fortunate indeed to count a former member of the Company of Heroes as a friend and confidant. Riol?
Seeing this last sure brings back memories. Just sharing a couple of juicy secrets with her.
Hozan?
I hear a new company has been formed. I would be of service in whatever humble way I can.
And the Doman Adventures Club hiding out in the background. What mischievous things are you kids up to? Yozan?
The Crystal Braves. Why, just saying the name makes me feel strong. I've been thinking of changing the name of our guild to the Doman Braves. How does that sound to you, Miss Ladonia?
I think keeping as the Doman Adventures Guild is the better idea.
Mm-hmm.
We hereby name Yozan as the commander of the Doman Braves. Our Doman Adventures Guild could use a new name. Say, do you have any ideas? I think the Doman Adventures Guild is just fine.
For the freedom of all! For the freedom of all! For the freedom of all! Doesn't sound the same when I say it.
Just stick to being adventurers for now.
Mm-hmm.
Earn your chops.
And into the solar.
Working on it. My buns can only bun so bun. Yeah, that sounded better in my head. Oh, hi, Manphilia.
Hopefully she didn't hear all of that.
Yeah, I hope you didn't hear any of that. I didn't think you were still here, but you are, so, yay! We have Manphilia!
Okay, gauntlets for tank. Dragoon. Since, boy, we are not going to see Reaper for a long time. And Puggle Ninja.
Yeah, Puggle Ninja Sam.
Yeah. So Dragoon and Tank are the two I'm looking at. These are 110s.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go the tank route for this set.
Traitor in the midst. Manphilia would have you assist Alphino in his new station as commander of the Crystal Braves.
Excuse me. Try as I might, I cannot shake a creeping sense of dark foreboding. But it avails us not to fret about the unknown. We must concentrate instead on the problems of the present. The primals have been relatively quiet as of late, and the beast tribes who summon them are under constant surveillance by the grand companies. Should any suspicious activity be afoot, you may be certain that we will hear of it. Until such a time as a permanent solution to the primal problem has been found, we can do little but wait and observe. As for the Asians, Eorzea is wholly dedicated to finding the means by which we may defeat the dark beings. Let us pray for good tidings on that front. But all of this you already knew. Let us speak of more current matters, in particular the state of the Crystal Braves. Alphino did well to found the organization, but ensuring its smooth operation is another matter entirely. Though I doubt not that he is doing his best, I feel that a helping hand or two would not go astray. To this end, I offered to send one of the Archons to assist him, but he declined. You know how he can be, independent to a fault, but singularly loath to accept help. Save, of course, when that help comes from you. Alphino has entrusted countless matters of importance to your care in the past, and I believe he will not hesitate to do so again, were you two to offer. I should be most grateful if you would go to him and support him in whatever manner you are able. Yay! Alphino refused the Archon's help, but I believe that he would welcome yours. I should be most grateful if you would place yourself at his disposal. Yep, we're working on it. Two buns incoming. Oh, everyone's moved.
Oh dear.
Yeah, we have to go through everyone again.
There goes the rest of the evening.
Tataru, what are you doing? From invoices to petitions to... It's a war, Brenna! The desk in my front is my front line, and I fear I've been overrun! Poor Tataru. Way in the back, we have Dewari.
Many of my countrymen are skilled with bow or blade. I have made it my mission to rally those with such talents to the Braves' cause. I only hope we can be of some small assistance.
Papalaimo.
In which event, we must guide them to Little Alamigo, else we condemn them to certain death. Ida, what did I just tell you?
Condemn refugees to death. Wait a minute. That's not right. Bilbert?
Dispatch the first unit to Ulda. The second and fourth are to stand by for further orders.
Ah, it seems we have a girl talk going on here. Higiri.
A well-needed one.
In traditional Doman cuisine, we strive for perfect balance, not only of flavor and texture, but also nutrition. For a meal to truly be satisfying, it must nourish the body as well as delight the senses. If Higiri and our more skilled culinarians worked closely together, I dare say they could create extraordinary dishes that surely would satisfy Eorzean and Doman alike. Yes, 'twould be foolish to sacrifice nutrition for flavor. So says someone who grew up on Archon loaf. Is that a spoiler?
Maybe.
Thancred?
A dazzling floral arrangement, each blossom a peerless beauty in her own right. The blessing and the burden of an overactive imagination.
Thancred. Let's see, Hosan, what are you looking at?
Okay. Where have those younglings disappeared to? Making the most of their newfound freedom, no doubt.
Coltonate?
The Zajur's uniforms are really rather striking, but I think I shall remain a scion for the nonce. These walls have become my home, and the scions my family. Besides, I'm not sure blue is really my color. The green in my cassock brings out my eyes, just as Hori's breeches bring out the red in his.
Hori?
Look forward, never back. Devote yourself only to the present. This is what I've learned from the Domans.
Not bad advice. Alphino, do you need some help, or do we want to wait and talk to him next week?
Too late.
Okay, we're talking to him now.
What is it, Ladonia, Rena? And do be concise. I'm rather busy. You would lend a hand, you say? I see. Well, now that you mention it, there is a matter that wants for attention. Given its sensitive nature, I was hesitant to entrust it to my braves, but the demands upon my time are such that I had little choice. Which is not to say that my men want for labor. Though we are but newly formed, there is already a great demand for our services, and we are hard-pressed to answer all petitions, but I digress. The fact is, I would sooner attend to this particular matter myself, but my presence is required elsewhere. That being the case, I have entrusted its resolution to my second-in-command, Captain Ilbert. Tell him that I sent you, and he will furnish you with the particulars. My thanks in advance, Ladonia. Rena? And probably wait on that for next week.
Okay, well, I'm gonna step out to the seventh heaven, because I could sure use a drink after all this Hildebrandt stuff.
Oh boy, yes.
Yeah, here we go. A warm seat right by the fire. They're never gonna get us our food, are they?
I'm sure, given a week, even DoorDash can find us.
Well, it is that time. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Next week, we will either talk to Ilbert, or if we get lucky, we can con someone to help us through finding Coil, but I'm not holding my breath on that one. At least not yet.
Holding your breath for a week would not work.
No, that would be bad. In any case, you all have a great evening. Be safe, be well, get a good night's sleep. We hope to see you here next Saturday for, hopefully, floor 200 of Palace of the Dead.
Or at the very least 190.
Yeah.
Might take a little long to get through both.
We're gonna try, though.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna be very trying.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Good night, all.
Yeah, everyone have a great night and a good week.